Okay, so basically I'm doing this because I'm bored, but this is going to be a tutorial on how to do the Digit Machine duels. Now, whoops, didn't mean to pop that out. Now, and there's already a tutorial of this on YouTube, but I thought it wasn't clear enough, and I kind of wanted to give more clear explanations. So this is basically what this is. So first, we're gonna go with the first duel, and we're just gonna watch it. This video with clicks I made. Okay. There we go, that's duel number 1. Okay. So, pretty simple looking, right? Well, it is pretty, so in my look, okay, it's not really that simple looking. So, we're gonna get really deep into it. Now, the first thing you need to know, so if you want to put a start position for this duel, which I highly recommend you do, you should put it on this pad 3 times speed. And that's all you need to do. Now, once you get straight into the portal, you need to hold down and look at your ship. Once your ship is down here, or there's 2 cues you can use for the next part. Now, the one I like to use, now just hold down the button, okay? And then there's 2 cues for when you should let go. Number 1 is when the ship is like right around here, and I personally don't recommend using this one because the cube, I like using the one where you just wait for the cube to do his jump right here. Otherwise you'd have to look at the ship and wait for it to do that, and because you have to focus for the cube for most of the duel, or at least it's recommendable to do so, I prefer to just wait till the cube jumps up into this platform to then let go, because that means the ship's going to be down here, and you don't want the cube to jump up into this and die once it's up here. So it's a lot better to just do that. Now after that, once you let go, your ship's going to go way up, but you don't want to worry about it. Your ship's going to go all the way to like around here, right? You don't have to worry about that because you're going to be focusing on the cube. For the first half of the duel, this is the simplest part of the duel, you're just going to be focusing on the cube. You don't want to focus on the ship at all. Now, what you're going to be doing for most of this is, you're going to be jumping over the 2 double spikes, but if you can hear my clicks, as you can see, I'm kind of, every time I jump over one of the spikes, I'm holding the button slightly so that my ship sways downwards, like so. So just keep like curving like that. I want to keep doing that because if I don't do that, my ship's either going to crash. But you don't want to hold for too long because your ship can end up crashing. You don't want to try and straight fly. Some people like to do that. I don't think so. Don't try to do anything else. So, yeah. Yeah. There's nothing to keep in mind until the last spike jump. Now, the last spike jump, it's just like the first one where once you jump over it, you just hold down the button and your ship's gonna go down under here, and such, and that's what's gonna happen. But so it's just like the first one, but there's nothing else you should really worry about here. Now sometimes your ship might end up going here, and that's kind of a problem because your ship might end up like slightly higher up, but if you just hold down the moment you jump up, nothing should happen, arguably. This next section is just the same. Now once you hit the portal, you want to immediately let go of the button, and because your ship's just going to automatically fall down. Now you don't want to touch anything until your cube's about here. Once your cube gets to this point, you want to jump up because your ship's, you're going to wait, and then you're going to jump over this. You want to do a quick tap, light tap, because there's a spike over here in your ship, because then there's bump into it. Now you're going to jump up there, and you're going to get to these pads. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hit this orb as early as possible, and then hold down the button. Then once you do that, you're immediately going to just keep holding down the button, and if you hit it early enough, hopefully you can just go to focusing on the ship for this section. And this is the harder part of the duel right here. So you're going to want to focus on the ship. Now hopefully if you hit it early enough, you'll end up jumping over this. Sometimes you can die at a 51 if you didn't hit the orb early enough, but you should be able to get consistent in that with enough practice. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to focus on the ship until the ship finally touches this portal. Once the ship touches this portal, you can then stop. Whoops, that's way too big. Once the ship touches this portal, you're good. You have to let go of the button, otherwise the ship's going to go and crash into this line. So you're going to be able to let go. Then comes the next part of the duel, which is, so this part's kind of tricky to get used to, but basically you're going to want to focus on the ship and wait until the ship can go up here. Then you're going to want to hold the button. Once you hold the button, you're going to want to immediately switch to focusing on the cube again. I know this is a bit complicated, but it's not too bad. Now you're going to hold the button, and the cube's going to jump over this spike, and you're going to want it to do the jump over this spike, and then you're going to want it to do another jump onto this pillar over here. The ship for this part is completely auto. Then once you go down here, you're going to wait till you fall, jump over the double spikes, and again hold, and again, well, don't hold yet. Don't hold, right? Yeah, you don't want to hold the button there. You just want to tap there. You don't want to hold the button here. Now, for the second jump, some people like to hold the button. You will make it, but it is not recommendable for you to hold the button there. And the reason you don't want to hold the button there is because if you hold the button there, your ship will kind of lay at this ground. And that means that for the next part, there will be a slight problem where this next orb, you need to hit it late, but sometimes your ship might be too low for it to make the exit. So this orb is probably the hardest part of the entire duel. You need to hit it late, but sometimes you can end up crashing into it. That's why you most often you either hit it too early and the cube will crash onto the ground right here, or you'll hit it too late and you'll die, or you hit it somewhere in between and then the ship will die somehow, or you'll end up holding the button and your ship will lay down, so you won't be able to do this curve up in time. So you'll die. Yeah, this is the hardest part of the entire duel. But if you do that, but if you hit the orb correctly, once you hit the orb, you just have to pray and hope you hit it right. And if you did, you immediately want to switch to looking at the ship. Now, once you do that, you're going to want to hold the button until your ship makes it right here. Now, once your ship makes it right here, you're pretty much home free. There's nothing. As long as you let go once the ship comes here, and as long as your cube doesn't jump and die here, you're pretty much good for the duel. You can just stop focusing. The cube is auto. You can just start focusing on the ship, and you can just, fly this straight forward flying section. Kind of straight flying, not hard to do at all. So, yeah, at the first duel of Digimachine. Now comes the easier duel. Now, for this duel, the first duel is kind of complicated because, let's just watch it first. That's the entire video right there. Okay, so this duel is a lot easier. It's a simpler duel. It might look a lot more confusing, but trust me, this is a lot easier. Now, for the first duel, you have to change your perspective on it a lot. You have to look a certain direction. Sometimes you have to switch which icon you were looking at. And this one, the ball doesn't exist for you at this point. The ball is just a non-existent entity. Completely ignore it. The UFO is what you want to be looking at throughout this entire thing. Okay? Now, there's a very specific clicking pattern for this, and that is the moment the UFO exits here, you do 3 quick clicks to get into the yellow portal. So you're going to hear right, as you should hear right now. Once you do that, you're going to wait till you're at the blue portal, and till you're within reaching distance, and you're going to do 1 click to get into the blue portal. Then immediately afterwards, you're going to do 4 really quick clicks to kind of brush along here, and then you're going to let go, hopefully in time, to fall into the yellow portal. And then once you do that, you're going to quickly do 1 click to hop up onto this platform. Then you're going to just spam to get as quickly as possible to blue portal. And now you're in a position where you can just watch the UFO till you're around this point, and then you're just going to want to click, and look, the ball will go up. You also kind of want to wait till you can make a hop where the UFO will end up going up there, because I remember when I was actually trying to beat this for the first time, I died here I died here like twice because I jumped too early, so I had to double jump and I ended up crashing or something like that, like around here. So you just want to make it so that so if the UFO can just in one hop make it from the ground to this pad, you're usually going to be making it, unless you do it exaggerately late. But if you can make it like this good, then you're good. After once the ball reaches the pads, you can just spam to get up into the ball portal. And there you go. That's Stitched Machine. That's both of the duels. Now I am aware there is a tutorial video on this, and I actually used that one, but I felt especially on the first duel, it wasn't clear enough for me. So I just kind of wanted to clear this up, and also to help people beat this, because this is really, really easy to beat. This is a really easy, and it's not easy to beat, but they're not as hard as they look. They're not complicated at all. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching this, and yeah, good luck on beating Ditched if you actually do try, because it's fun.